Hello. This is an instrument I've already built and I'm just playing around with. And the video's out there. It's on building a special banjo. What it is George Teede in 1860 built a six-string banjo. And you'll notice it has five tuners up in the headstock and one drone string tuner down here like a banjo normally has. So just one extra string, which would tune like a banjo allows you to have two drone strings actually. So I will take the lower string and when in an open G tuning, for example, and tune it as a low G, and then I have the high G drone string, and then the rest is normal banjo tuning. That said, I haven't played it in a while. It's with a standard resonator on. It's very loud and powerful if you've ever watched that video. So I was just playing around with stuff I already own and have made, and in the process, I broke some strings on this and needed to put strings on. Didn't have any, but I had just taken off a set of old phosphorus bronze hand wound strings off of a guitar. I know, and and they weren't. Some of them were broken. Some were too short because the neck on this is much longer than it is on the guitar. The scale length and things like that. So it just wasn't going to work. And so I tied a bunch of strings together. So you can see I've tied the ball ends into the strings, and it allows me to get the strings hooked together with other old strings and make a whole string out of it. And that's not a new thing for me. I often tie strings together because the real sound starts from the nut to the bridge. So I did that, and it's a phosphorous experience because I do have three phosphorus wound strings on this banjo because that's what I had, and I didn't want to buy strings. And then I'm experimenting with a flush mount resonator. So it's the same size as the rim, and I just flush mounted it and screwed it on like a back. And obviously I could take it off and play it without a back. I can put spacers in it. I found also, and it gets really loud and powerful like a standard resonator. Or I can flush mount it and I get a slightly different sound. So that's what I did, and I'm just going to play a little instrumental on a song called Precious Lamb of God. And it was just one of those things I was sitting around playing one day and singing in my head, which is everybody's favorite style of singing for me to do in my head because it's silent. And as I was singing it in my head, I just kept just improvising around it. And it ended up, I kind of liked what happened, and I thought it was pretty. I did it on a guitar originally. So I thought I'd experiment with it on this banjo. And maybe if you're not real fond of banjo music, you might be surprised and find out that there is a mellow, pleasant tone to this. We'll see. So with that, here comes the instrumental. It's been good seeing you. Lord bless you. And at the end of the instrumental, that'll be it.